Dawn Omboy has been one of the most quintessential friendships of my life. From the first time that I met her on groomers.net, my handle was Princess Fufu to you, to all the Atlanta pet fairs, the times we've roomed together, the dinners, the laughs. She always just makes you feel like you are the most important person in the world, that you are the only person that matters. And her heart is so large and so kind. And, I don't think that I would be the groomer, even though I don't do creative, that I am today without her encouragement, without her kind words, without her sense of humor. She has a bazillion groomer to groomer covers and mentions and has been all over the world to teach. And yet she'll be like, did you see what I did there? Did you see that? And it'll be a small detail, like her pirate groom with the braided goatee and beading. I love that. That's one of my favorite grooms she ever did. Dawn is just happiness in a person, and with a soft heart and a vulnerable heart. And obviously, that heart needs some help. So I thought, what better way to honor someone than to have everyone tell their stories of Dawn, someone whose heart has given so much, and in her time of need. I love you, Dawn, and I know that you're going to come out of this okay. I know that you're going to be stronger. I know that I'm going to see you at the Atlanta Pet Fair in June, and for many, many, many more years to come. I love you, from my heart to yours.
Hi, Miss Dawn. I just wanted to send you this video message to let you know that I'm praying for you and I'm pulling for you, and we all want you to heal and get well soon. You've just always been so warm and welcoming to me. Just from the get-go, you treated me like we were best friends forever, even though we had just met. And I'll never forget the time that you spent the weekend at my house with, I think it was Brett and Scott. And was it Brett that caught you in your jammies randomly brushing your teeth at like 3 a.m.? I'll also never forget that time at my seminar that you decided to create a thong out of the dog's butt hair with glitter and I think blue pet paint or something. It was hilarious. You're just a doll, and you're crazy and funny. We all want you to get well soon so we can all hang out again. You're a trailblazer in this industry, and your creations and your love and your fun is everything. So get well soon, heal fast, and I love you dearly.
Dawn is an inspiration, a legend, and an amazing woman. Her stories are epic and hilarious. I will always remember the day I spent with her, and her teaching is something I will always hold as a highlight in my life. Sending her and her family all the positive and healing vibes. Erica Kellett.
Hi, Dawn. I just wanted to tell you I'm thinking about you. I love you. And there's so many memories of me and you. Never forget the first time I ever walked in the Atlanta Pet Fair and saw you with a creative dog. Then I think it was the next year. And of course that was in 1992. And then I think it was the next year that I walked in Atlanta Pet Fair and saw a monkey on your back. And I think that was Peanut. You've always inspired me. You're going to do fine through this surgery. We all love you. And from our hearts to your hearts, we love you, Dawn.
Hey, Dawn, hang in there, girl. You got this.
Hey, Dawn, love you. We'll see you here hopefully very, very soon.
Hi, Dawn. It's Daria from New Jersey. I just wanted to say thank you for sending me emergency supplies when I really needed them a couple of years ago. And good luck.
Hey, Dawn. It's Delise and Paul.
Hey.
And I just wanted to tell you that we're thinking of you. I don't need to tell you that because you absolutely know. A lot of people don't realize that I was the judge that judged Dawn the very first time she ever did a creative. And I knew right then how much talent she had. And Dawn and I are related by poodles. her first creative poodle and my standard poodle were siblings. Dawn and I go a long way back. And I know the strength that Dawn has, and I know the compassion she has, and I know how creative she is, and I know she's going to come through this with flying colors. But sending you tons and tons of love, Dawn, from Paul and I, and we'll see you on the other side of this so that you can keep our world colorful. Bye. Love you, girl.
One of my very best grooming memories ever includes Dawn. In 2019, after a long grooming career, I decided I was finally ready to compete, and I headed down to Las Vegas for Super Zoo. I was there early in the morning getting my dog all ready and just going over for the millionth time to make sure there were no mats. And as I was working on her, there was a girl next to me working on this really cool creative groom, and this woman came over and started talking to her. And I realized that that woman was Dawn Omboy, industry leader, icon, someone I followed for a very long time. And in my effort to be inconspicuous, I turned around and caught my foot in the dryer cord, and I pulled my dryer on the floor and about half my equipment and almost my dog. And then in my effort to escape, Dawn came around the table and said, "Are you okay?" And at that point, I was just trying not to cry. I was super embarrassed. And I said, I'm fine. I just realized that you're Dawn Omboy, and I followed you for a long time. And I've always wanted to meet you in person. And she stuck out her hand and said, "Hi, I'm Dawn." To which I laughed, and she gave me a big hug and just really made me feel so much better in a truly awkward moment. And she said, "Is this your dog?" And I said, "It is." And she said, "You're going to be just fine. You're going to do great." And it just made me feel so much better. And anyway, I went on to groom that dog and win Best First Timer with that dog, and then to win Best First Timer in show, which was incredible. And as I went down to collect my prize package, who should be there but Dawn? And she gave me a wink and she said, "See, I told you you'd be just fine." And then she just gave me a big hug and made me feel really seen and really welcome and just so good. And I will never forget that. Never, ever. From my heart to yours.
Hey, Dawn. Okay, my favorite Dawn memories. My first favorite Dawn memory is running into her at Intergroom. The first time I think I met her in person, and just being absolutely floored by how awesome she was, because this was someone that I heard of who was the queen of color, and she was just awesome and cool and like was talking to everybody and helping everybody and so fantastic, and I was a little bit blown away. And then I got to like room with her and have drinks with her. And you know when they say stuff like don't meet your heroes because they'll disappoint you? Well, that's bullshit. That does not apply to Dawn, because I am just so absolutely blessed and lucky to know her and to be able to call her my friend, that I can't even go into it and describe it because it sounds like I'm gushing and it gets weird. But Dawn, I love you so much, and I am just amazed every time we talk that there's something else that I'm like, oh, she's an amazingly strong person.
To the amazing Queen of Color, Wishing you all the best and a full recovery after this surgery. I've known you a long time, Dawn. You've got this.
Hi, Dawn. I wanted to take this chance to tell you that I'm really going to be praying for you and holding you in the light. And may the surgeon's hands be wonderful and everything is fixed and you're back to your beautiful, healthy, normal self. So, a little story. I've always admired Dawn's artwork, and the creative groomers just wow me. I can't do anything creative. I don't have the patience for it. I met Dawn the first time at the Artero, the very first U.S. Artero seminar or production in Atlanta. And when I saw her, I went up to her and I said, "Hi, Dawn. I don't think we've met, but I'm a big fan." And she looked and she said, "I am so glad to put a face and a body to you, Liz." So, even though it was just a little thing, the fact that you knew my name and made me feel very special was really heartening. And thank you so much for just being your wonderful, joyful, and supportive self to all of us in the industry. You're going to beat this now, Dawn.
Hi, Dawn. I remember in Atlanta when you had gotten your boob job and you came up to me and was like so excited about this boob job and like give me a big old hug, and I was just laughing my ass off. You're always such a blast, and I always love seeing you at the shows, and I can't wait to see you again, and you are the best hugger in the world. So you're in my thoughts, and I'm sure everything will go good. You're really strong, and I just love you to death. So from my heart to yours, love you. Bye.
Hello. Hi, Dawn. It's Carla. I haven't seen you in probably like 10 years, but I will never forget going to Atlantic Pet Fair with you and you telling us how you use, like, I think it was hedge trimmers to clip off the heads of some roosters. I never laughed so hard in my life. I never felt so welcome. I mean, I knew you from Groomer's Lounge, and now I'm not a groomer, but I still
Hey Dawn, Amanda here, just sending you some well wishes on your upcoming surgery. I know everything is going to go great and you're going to be feeling so much better after it's all over. I can't remember how many years ago it was when I met you with Sherry, Barb, the whole crew. Always loved eating at that Italian restaurant with the Pope, and then eating, I think it was at the Sunrise Cafe for breakfast. Always delicious there. Yeah, my fondest memory, I would have to say, would be winning a ticket to Hershey at one of your classes at All-American. And that year, Cassie was going to be your assistant at some classes in Hershey. So her and I went together, and you taught us privately how to dye a dog. And we did this little standard poodle dog, a little white one, and you were amazing when you were teaching us. Just so kind and knowledgeable and very, very helpful. I'll never forget that. It was so much fun, and especially being a fairly young groomer, you were very inspirational. And I enjoyed talking with you about your chickens and the chicken feathers and how you use those for extensions. And then I've just kind of gotten to know you over the years, and you are such a kind person, such a giving person with all of your knowledge. You make me laugh. I share in your sadness over your babies, over your little children. But I know that everything's going to go great with this surgery, and you're going to come back and be as strong as ever. Love you, Dawn. Take care.
Hi, Dawn. It's Daryl, your fan in Maine. I will never forget meeting you at trade shows and your amazing necklace. I still want one. Where did you get that? Anyway, you've inspired so many of us. This poodle has been a lot of different colors with you behind me. Anyway, we love you. Great luck with surgery, and hugs to you from here. Bye.
Hey Dawn, wanted to wish you luck tomorrow. I'm going to be sending you some Reiki healing energy to your heart chakra. And the way that we do that is to envision you surrounded by swirling pink and green healing energy. I could not think of a better way to send love and healing to the Queen of Color. So speedy recovery to you, and I look forward to seeing you at Hershey soon. Mwah.
Hi Dawn, I just want to wish you good luck at your surgery and let you know what an inspiration you've been to me in my grooming career. I'm sure I've told you the story before, but if it wasn't for your cover of Groomer to Groomer with your Jester Creative Groom, I don't think I ever would be where I'm at today. I saw that and was like, oh, that's so awesome. I would love to be able to do that. I was just learning to groom at the time. Like, there's no way I'll ever be good enough. And I took your class at Hershey and was so excited to come home and dye a dog that I didn't even have to dye. So that's how Oreo was the punk rocker cocker, and went on to do little things here and there, and finally got Frost. And I wouldn't be where I'm at today as far as creative grooming. I wouldn't have met the people I've met. And you've just been an inspiration, and I wish you good luck. And I have to film next to this guy. Otherwise, he'll be screaming the whole time, because if he's not on camera, then he will throw a fit. So he also wishes you good luck.
Hey Dawn, just want to pop in, say hi, let you know how much I love you, how much you mean to me. You do know, and I've told you before, you know how much you inspire me. If it weren't for you, I probably would not have ever gotten into competition grooming and creative and everything. You know, my first year doing creative, and you come up and hug me, meant more than any trophy, any amount of money, any amount of anything to me. It just really touched me. I will see you as soon as you're out of surgery, out of the hospital, and ready to start seeing people again when you're up and about. Love you, girl. Bye.
Hi, Dawn. I am so happy that everything is going smoothly, and I wish you such a speedy recovery so we can see that bright, smiley face at the shows again. You always put a smile on my face. I only have wonderful memories of you. In fact, one of the memories was actually last year. If you recall, we were sitting at the cafe, the little bar restaurant place in the Chicago hotel, and we were having a discussion with some people from Australia and Coco about Asian fusion grooming. And I made a mistake and said something about Asian fusion that wasn't correct, and Coco almost chewed my face off. And you were there to kind of mediate, and it was just a really nice memory, and you were like the buffer. So I really appreciate that. But I really, really, really just can't wait to see you again. I miss everybody, but you know, the next time I see you, it's going to be even more special. So lots of love to you, and hugs and prayers, and I will see you soon.
I just wanted to say that I wish Dawn good luck. I love her. She's a great groomer. She's been a huge inspiration to us all. I was just asked to say something quick about what Dawn means to me. What she means to me is having the bravery to do it, and the bravery to be a pioneer in our industry, and to bypass what everybody says about coloring, and to keep going forwards, and to show us it can be done. And that someone like her would even speak to me or call me and just act like I'm a regular person really makes me feel good inside, because I'm really self-conscious, and I know I don't seem to be. Shut up, Michelle. But I am. I really am. I'm very frightened of everything. So I just wanted to say thank you, Dawn, for inspiring me to color and to get me interested in what I do and know that it's going to be okay. And I wanted to tell you that I wish you luck with your heart surgery. And when you're finished with your heart surgery, I'm coming down there and I'm going to visit you, and you're going to be fine. We all love you. Thanks.
Hey, Dawn, I just wanted to let you know that I'm thinking about you and we're rooting for you with this surgery, and I hope it goes better than you ever expected, and we can't wait to have you back out there. We love you.
Hey, girl. So, I'm done with all that creative grooming stuff, but as it turns out, I have one presentation left in me, so this one is just for you. I first met Dawn in 2004 when I was still just a young creative hack. I sent you an email, and our first encounter began with me asking, what can I use for black? You helped me learn how to color, taught me how to keep it from bleeding and how to blend. And I'm so happy that after 17 years, I can still call you my friend. You are a creative goddess, a one-woman coloring envoy. You are the godmother of creative grooming, and don't you ever forget that, Ms. Dawn Omboy. Through the time you spent teaching, you helped create your own adversaries, but you'll always be remembered as the one who popped so many creative cherries. We've been through so much. I don't have to say it. I know you get the gist. But you'll be happy to know you're probably the only person I never considered adding to my blocked list. And it's very extensive. So from my heart to yours, I'm sending good vibrations. To the Queen of Color, from the Queen of Rhyming Presentations. Love you.
Hi, Dawn. Barb here. I'm just wanting to send you a quick message to tell you how much I'm thinking about you and sending warm and healing thoughts from Canada. And you better get better soon because we've got more adventures to go on together, girl. Mwah.
I met Dawn before the world of Facebook, as far as groups and all that sort of developed back in the days of the Groomers Lounge. So I've known her online for, more than 10 years. Would meet her in passing at shows, but didn't really get to know her until we stayed together. And I remember coming back from the show, and she said, I am fixing to have a shower. And I'd never heard anybody say that before. And it was so cool. I had to make her say it again, and I had to record it for my husband and my child. And it was almost like when a cartoon character comes to life. It was just so her that she said that. And since then, it's kind of been a little joke because she knows how much it shocked and surprised and how much I loved it. So she is sure to say fixin' all the time around me. And yeah. And then another story I have is when I was going to sell some of her little lollipop kits up in Canada. So she was sending a box up to see how they do. And we were talking about the border and shipping goods across and this and that. And she said she'd send it as a gift so the fees would not be so high on the border. And when it got here, she'd made it like she was sending it to her grandkids. So there was like a note inside that said, hope you kids enjoy the crafts. I love you, from Grandma. And she'd drawn a little picture. And I still have the note somewhere. And sometimes I send it to her and like a little screenshot of it because it was so sweet and so cute. And she didn't tell me she was doing it. So I laughed and laughed and laughed. But that's so typical of little things she does just to make people smile and make people laugh. And I love her to bits.
First time I met Dawn was at Integrum.
Mm-hmm.
And I was a fairly new speaker at this point. And as that fairly new speaker, I mean, I was making sure that, I presented myself well and professional. All right. And then Dawn walks past me. Dawn was wearing brightly colored leggings, the oversized shirt, the Ugg boots, and this big chunky necklace. and hair like, wow, out to here. Okay. And she just walked past me and I'm like, literally, what the hell? Right. I'm trying to be like this professional person. All right. But what she taught me with that was that it's okay to be yourself. You know,
Yeah.
you don't have to fit into anybody else's mold. You do you. She's probably why that when I started becoming involved with crystals, why I had like no problems like walking around a show holding a crystal, because shoot, Dawn could walk around in Ugg boots and leggings and chunky things. I can most certainly walk around with a crystal in my hand. So and a couple of fun stories. Dawn is a hoot. All right. If you ever spend any time with her, she's an absolute hoot. She also had one of two poodles that would give Ricky the time of day. Okay. So because her poodle gave Ricky the time of day, it gave me and Dawn an opportunity to talk. Because Ricky was not passing that up. Just, you know, and the other poodle that gave Ricky the time of the day was one of Lori Craig's poodles.
Okay.
Other than that, every single poodle snubbed his nose at, and like I said, he never took it anything other than, well, I'll just try that poodle over there then. So perseverance on his part. She's also a lot of fun. So this is at Atlanta Pet Fair. Okay. And I have to, so I got the car and they were at a party and we were supposed to go for dinner. And you know what? Honestly, really, I don't do the parties. I just don't. Right. However, I'm also the designated driver. So I'm texting her, let's go. I'm hungry. Okay. Right. Yeah. And finally, Dawn, Melissa Jepson, Chris Anthony, basically pour themselves out of the building, pour themselves into my car. Okay. We get to the restaurant and all of a sudden Dawn pulls out this wheel of cheese. Like cheese.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
Also, when we go to Super Zoo, Dawn's been a staple at Super Zoo for a long. I don't know if she's going to make it this year, but if not, we will so miss you, because she's part of our little crew that goes out and does something fun. Okay, so 2 years before, we did the Walking Dead zombie thing, and then we did the zip lining across Fremont Street.
Yeah,
which
I remember those pictures.
So it's a lot of fun, but again, you know what? I'm the designated cat herder, okay, you know, aka drunk groomer herder, keeping everybody together. But Dawn's a lot of fun. I really do hope that she does make Super Zoo, and you know, we could do our usual something fun while we're out there.
Yeah.
Oh, yes. Go on then. Okay. So Dawn and I judged a competition together in France. Ooh la la. And we had, Dawn and I had never met before, but there was an instant connection. And she brought her little mascot with her, Mr. Pickle, the little knitted tail. You know Mr. Pickle?
Yes.
Yeah, well,
Dawn and I have been friends for 15 years. But that's
you have?
Yes. Yeah. She's one of the first people that I met when I started my grooming career. And
well, then you're preaching to the converted just how lovely she is. We'd met in the UK before, actually, at a seminar or a competition. I can't remember. And we kind of hit it off. And then we found out we were judging in a competition together. And that was amazing. And we had the biggest laugh. It was just fabulous. The competition that we judged, we were staying in France, and food was a little bit scarce. Dawn will know what you're talking about. Food was, we were a little bit hungry, and do you know Sue Aldweaver?
Yeah.
Yeah, you'll know Sue. Well, Sue and I had gone over together, and we met up with Dawn, and we were hungry, and we've been working all weekend, and we've been doing demonstrations, and I'd competed as well, and we were judging. And it got towards the end of the weekend, and we were starving. We were really hungry, and we'd been to a dinner that was put on, and there was bugger all in the way of food there. We were just like so disappointed. So we said we kind of snuck away a bit early and went off to try and find somewhere to get some food, and it was after 10 o'clock, and France is just closed. On a Sunday after 10 o'clock, France is closed. Forget it. You ain't buying anything. And we found a McDonald's near the hotel, and but the restaurant part was closed. It was only open for takeaways. You could only have, sorry, not takeaways, for drive-through.
Right.
So we tried to get in the restaurant bit, and they wouldn't let us in. It's closed. You've got to come through the drive-through. So we said, well, if we haven't got a bloody car, well, we're going to go through the drive-through. And Dawn said, well, we can't go. We can't go through the drive-through. And I said, don't worry about it. In you get it. You can all come in my car. You get it. You can all come in my car. And we had a pretend car. And I sat down in the pretend car, and I opened the door, and Dawn got in beside me. Sue Aldweaver sat behind me, and there were all these French people. And they were looking at us like we were absolutely lunatics. And I'm saying, come on then. And as the car in front would shuffle forward, we'd all shuffle forward as well. And I kept putting my foot on the imaginary brake, and we'd all lurch forward. And we got up to the window and leant out of this make-believe window. And the woman when she opened the window and she looked at us, and she was like, you don't have a car. Can't you see it? Can't you see it? And Dawn, she laughed like a drain, and we howled and we howled and we howled. And even now, she'll occasionally, when we get to speak to each other, she'll say, yeah, I'll meet you at McDonald's, or to make some reference to McDonald's. But we had the biggest laugh. It was hilarious. It was so funny. And she just played along with everything. Her sense of humour is amazing, as well as her sense of colour. Her sense of humour is just like nothing else. And Mr. Pickle was the star of the weekend. He really was. He was lovely. And he came to the restaurant, and we fed him wine and chips and all sorts of things. He was fabulous. And you know what, Dawn, if you do get to see this, I'm wishing you so much love and so much luck. And we're all rooting for you back here in rainy old windy England. And we just know you're going to come through this really, really well. And you're going to come out the other side and come out like a new woman, come back to the UK, and we'll go for another drive-through. This time you can drive. I'll let you drive my car. Oh, and what about... She is bad. She is really bad. We were starving. I said we were at this dinner, and there was hardly any food there, and it was like a buffet, and it was just... It was abysmal. Don't tell the organizer, but it was awful. It was really awful. And there was one cake left. One, like, do you call them cakes or buns or cook? Don't know what you call them over there. You've got strange names for things. A muffin.
Oh, okay, a muffin, yeah.
A mini muffin. Little tiny one, and there was just one left, and we were all starving. and I saw it. I spied it through the crowd on this plate on the table, and I honed in on this mini muffin, and I pulled it out and I put it on my plate, because we were stood around with glasses of wine and plates of, I say plates of food, but it's just empty plates, and this tiny mini muffin, and I said, look what I've got. Do you know what she did? She grabbed it and she went, and put it on my drink. I was heartbroken. I said, you bitch. You licked my muffin. And she put it back on the plate.
Oh, she's bad.
Go on, boy. You owe me a muffin. You're not driving my car now. I've remembered.
Oh, God. That is so funny. I can totally
So
see
that's Dawn Omboy. Hardcore, naughty.